Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The Cincinnati Zoo said 80 of its animals have received two doses of Covid-19 vaccine designed for veterinary use. In a news release, the zoo said Monday that it has been vaccinating big cats, great apes, red pandas, goats, giraffes, river otters, skunks, bearcats, and some domestic dogs and cats. The zoo said that technicians and handlers worked for weeks to get the animals comfortable with everything that they would see and feel when they got the injections, and that most were administered without anesthesia. The zoo's director of animal health, Dr. Campbell, said in the release, "We were concerned that the fresh memory of the first injection would make animals less willing to offer shoulder or thigh for the second round, but they did." Campbell said the success is 100% due to the strong relationships these animals have with care staff and our animal health team. The remaining animals will get their second doses in the next 2 weeks, the zoo said. Since the start of the coronavirus pandemic, COVID has spread among certain mammals like big cats, great apes, and minks in zoos and farms around the world. Late last year, Denmark culled 17 million minks after outbreaks and viral mutations were reported at more than 200 fur farms. Last month, the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. found that 9 of its big cats were infected with the coronavirus after they displayed symptoms like coughing, sneezing, and lethargy. It said at-risk animals would soon be vaccinated. The experimental veterinary vaccine being used in Cincinnati and at other U.S. zoos is made by Zoetis, one of the largest animal pharmaceutical manufacturers in the country. The USDA said, "Okay, now we want a vaccine for mink potentially, so we kind of pivoted to mink last week, and the San Diego Zoo was kind of watching all this," she said. After an outbreak among gorillas in San Diego earlier this year, the zoo requested experimental access to Zoetis vaccine. Lute said that Zoetis donated its leftover doses from the previous safety studies and that the zoo administered them to 9 of the great apes in March. The vaccine has been universally well tolerated by animals, Zoetis reported, but the coronavirus has continued to spread among zoo animals in San Diego and around the world. In July, the San Diego Zoo reported that an unvaccinated snow leopard had tested positive for COVID after it displayed symptoms. By summer, after more coronavirus outbreaks among zoo animals, Zoetis said it had received even more requests for access to its experimental vaccine, and it manufactured a new batch, the first of which went to Oakland Zoo in late June, Lute said. Christina Lute, a spokesperson, said scientists at the company immediately began working on a veterinary coronavirus vaccine after Hong Kong reported infections in dogs early in the pandemic. So if you are looking forward to more interesting news, don't forget to subscribe and comment.